Hello everyone, welcome back to the Robo Samurai channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing and covering Dinobot Slug and Daniel Witwicky from Studio Series. This is 8607. Let's take a quick look at this awesome box, because we love boxes. And yeah, here it is. You got the artwork, and you have a very cool picture of Daniel there, even though we'll talk about that in a second. Here's the side art, here's the back, and here's more of the side art. And you know, it's an authentic Transformer. Oh, awesome. So this is from Transformers the movie. And it comes with this on the inside, this little display base, as all of the Studio Series do. So, and this is kind of cool little background. We can kind of keep it back there. And no, I have not thought about actually what it would look like if we took this and we put it with, you know, the Quintesson diorama. I might try that. I might do a short video where I set everything up and just kind of show what it would look like. You know, maybe he can be in Dino mode and smashing this guy. Anyway. So let's go on ahead and take a look at the figure. He has two accessories. Those two accessories are, yes, Daniel. Daniel's really a figure, but it's really an accessory if you think about it. And let's see here. Can I get it to focus? Well, if you look, there's no face visible whatsoever. It's like it's clouded. These knees are permanently bent in this direction, so that's a thing. But he does have, you know, swivel joints here and all of that. But that's about it. And yeah, he can sit on his shoulder on this side using a peg, or he can on this peg here. He only has one, or he can sit on this shoulder here. So that's just that. Now his second accessory is this thing. It's his gun. And this comes out of his tail, and you can see that it's sculpted to be a part of his tail. And it's a really nice little gun. It's kind of a almost like pearlish kind of a paint on top of this gray plastic. So, and he will hold that in his hand just fine. So here's kind of what it looks like. And yeah, it looks really great. It's fantastic, fantastic figure. Let's talk a little bit about his articulation. I'm going to take this out. So his wrists to swivel like so, and so you got that. His arms do rotate all the way around, and he also has this elbow joint here. I guess this is an elbow joint, it's a shoulder joint really, and then he has a bicep swivel right here, and then he has over 90 degree of bend on his elbow, and so that's pretty good there. He can do the squats, as I like to say, and yeah, so anyway, so he's got the knee articulation well over 90 degrees, and then he can go all the way back and all the way forward, and yeah, he's got the side-to-side hip action there, so yeah, he can do that. He also has a waist swivel, really cool. His head is on a ball joint, so you can get up and down. But then when you, the one complaint I have about this is that when you push this back, this platform that holds his head does not lock in. So that's kind of a little bit of a bummer. I might have to figure out a way for that to actually lock in. I have tried to figure this out, and I don't see it. So anyway, so there we go. He is a really cool looking slug slag Dinobot. So, and then you have all of this back here, but this is a normal look for the figure, and that makes him look really good. So let's go on ahead and compare him to his previous release, which is Grimlock, and Grimlock looks really good too. I mean, what a great looking set of Dinobots. I want to see the rest. All 5 Dinobots. Hasbro, all 5, okay? Because I know in the movie there is at least 4 Dinobots near the end, but I know that there are actually 5, and most fans do. Anyway, so yeah, what a great looking set, and I can't wait for more of these to be released. So with that said, let's put him on this. And here's his base here. And yeah, it looks good. I think that I might just do a short video where I put all these dioramas together and see how it actually looks. So that's what we got going on there. So without any further ado, let's get into the transformation of this figure, and we'll go on from there. So what we want to do is, first of all, is rotate these wrists all the way around 180 degrees and then push them in. So that doesn't work until you do that. So you don't want to really do that. So just turn it this way. And besides, you'll ruin some of this nice shiny paint on it. So just put it right in there. And then we'll set these off to the side. Now, the next thing we want to do is open up this chest. And then we're going to fold down his robot head. And then we're going to bring up this entire gold plate here. And see, it does open up, and that gives you that range of motion, and it hides his head away. Brilliant. Anyway, so let's put that there and kind of get this out of the way. Now we're going to pull these here, and that's part of his collar for his dino. We're going to pull these out, and they're on a double hinge if you look here. And these are really kind of hard to manipulate. So what we want to do is just take one, and we want to swing that inwards here. Okay, there, thusly. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So there we go. So like that. And then you can go on ahead and press the rest of that collar together, and then snap this and close it. Then we're going to go on ahead and move these kind of out of the way for the moment. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is take that gun. Let's plug it into here. And I wanted to make a note of this, that when this pegs in, this should peg in, and it's not as secure, but you can get it kind of secure. But this will peg into those there, and it'll also peg into here. And what you'll look at here is this little bar right here with these two like tabs there. They'll actually go into this little area right here. So when you do fold this in, to get this a nice, secure, and snug, you can get it nice and secure and snug in there. So, but now that I'm in the middle of transforming him, that really won't work. So you want to pull all this out anyway. Pull this out to the side, and then what we're going to do is we're going to rotate this hip. Then we're going to take and work on the legs here. And what we want to do is lift up this here, and then open up his ankle tilt, which, if I didn't mention that, he has a gigantic ankle tilt. And then fold out this piece. Then we're going to close that up and close this like this. We're going to do the same thing on the other side and prep this just right. So do that, flip it out, put it in, close that, close that. All right, now the next thing we want to do is we are going to kind of collapse these. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold this up, and then we're going to fold this. It's a double joint, guys. So we're going to take this, and then we're going to make sure that this goes all the way down and flat, and then this goes like that. So that's what it should look like. That joint should be flat on both of these sides here. So we're going to do the same thing with this one as well. Up, down, and then over. And let me show you how that's all going to tab together back here. So there are two tabs right here and two slots, and you want to plug them in here, just like that. So they're locked into like what was his hip joint there. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull this out, and then we're going to put this down. And actually we might wind up unpegging this because there is yet another thing to peg in. So we're going to make sure that's folded down. And then these two tabs here will peg into his legs. If you open this up just right, you'll see it right there. And it's kind of hard to see, but it's right there. Okay. Get that down, get this down. Then tab those together, tab that down. And then make sure that those tabs are secure again down here, these parts here. Then go on ahead and fold this down. You'll see that there are actually, there's a slot here and a peg, and these two will lock in thusly. Okay. And now let's see here. Just make sure that all locks in place. We got these in place. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to unfold this by pulling this out and then pulling this out. And let's see here. I'm going to do the same on the other side. And there we go. Then you just straighten out his dino legs. And there you have Slug or Slag in his dino mode. And he looks great. I really do like him. The only complaint I might have is that he's got a little bit of hollowness here on the inside of his horns. But it doesn't bother me too much. Maybe someone will come out with a filler for this, and we can go from there. So you can mount Daniel by taking these two here. See these holes right here, the ones that are halfway open, and you can mount him right there on top of Slug, and then he can, you know, like ride him like that. Very cool, very, very cool stuff. So yeah, that's not how I'm normally going to display him. Maybe somebody will make an upgrade kit for this like they did for Wheelie for Grimlock. So I mean, he looks really, really good. And yeah, you can adjust these knees any way you want to. So you want them a little bit more forward, a little bit more back, you know. But for now, I'm just going to kind of leave him in this mode right there. Okay, and for quick comparison, here he is with Grimlock. Man, what a great looking set of dinos. I'm going to just say that. And yes, you can mount Wheelie on top of Wheelie. This is actually Daniel. You can mount Daniel up on top of Grimlock as well. So yeah, he will fit. So you can do, you know, this number here. And basically these slots it'll kind of line up like that. And you can go, woohoo, like that, you know. So anyway, yeah, but what a great looking set of dinos, man. I mean, Dinobots, as it were. So, I mean, this is fantastic stuff. Whoops, hey, keep your chest closed there, man. So, yeah. So, looking really good, guys. I highly recommend this. It is really good for a leader class, and it's probably one of the best slags that we've gotten. So yeah, I think that this is totally worth your time, totally worth the investment, and definitely something that you might want to see if you want to pick up and get. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like to see more of my other studio series or any of the other playlists, please subscribe. Check those playlists out. Although you don't need to subscribe in order to check out my playlists. I greatly appreciate it if you do. It actually costs nothing to do. All right, guys, thank you very much, and we'll talk to you next time.